A single airport sighting was all it took to send the internet into chaos. Just hours after the glamorous Youth Night Gala, Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo were spotted in the same place, Beijing Airport. No announcement, no warning, just a moment that fans can't stop talking about. The lights had barely dimmed at the prestigious Beijing College Student Film Festival, and yet the story was already shifting. Just hours before, Xiao Jean stood beneath the spotlight, calm, composed, radiant. His presence at the Youth Night Gala wasn't just another appearance. It was a reminder of his influence, his elegance, his quiet power that continues to captivate millions across the world. But what most people didn't see was the pace behind that moment. Because earlier that same day, he wasn't even in Beijing. He was in Qingdao, a morning flight, a tight schedule, no room for delay. From Qingdao to Beijing, just to attend the event. And before the echoes of applause could even fade, he was already on the move again. Back to the airport, back to reality, back to work. Because waiting for him in Qingdao was a demanding project. The Infinite 10 Days, a production that insiders describe as intense, emotionally consuming, and physically exhausting. For Xiao Zhan, there was no pause, no dramatic break, just dedication. But then something unexpected happened, something no one planned, and everything changed. Airports are usually places of transition. People come, people go, moments pass unnoticed. But not this time, because somewhere between departure gates and flashing cameras, a second figure appeared. Wang Yibo. No official schedule linked him to that moment. No announcement suggested he would be there. And yet, there he was, calm, composed, almost blending into the crowd. If not for the eyes that recognized him instantly. Fans froze, then whispered, then exploded, because seeing either one of them is already enough to cause a wave of excitement. But seeing them in the same place? That's something else entirely. There were no dramatic interactions captured, no confirmed meeting, just proximity, just timing, just a shared space that suddenly felt heavier with meaning. And within minutes, social media lit up, clips were replayed, photos zoomed in, timelines dissected. Every second became evidence. Every angle a possibility. And the question began to echo across the fandom. Was this just coincidence? Or something more? What makes this moment so powerful isn't what we clearly see. It's what we don't. Because in the absence of confirmation, emotion takes over. Fans around the world began connecting the dots. The timing felt too precise. The location too specific. The energy too familiar. For years, Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo have shared a narrative that goes beyond simple headlines. A history that fans remember. Moments that linger. A connection, professional, undeniable, that once captured global attention. And now, even the smallest overlap feels significant. Not because it confirms anything, but because it reminds people of what once was. And maybe what still resonates. But here's the truth. There was no official statement, no verified interaction, no confirmation of a meeting, just two individuals at the same airport at nearly the same time. And yet somehow, that was enough to shake the internet. While the world was still processing the sighting, Xiao Zhan had already moved on, quietly, quickly, back to Qingdao. Because for him, the story didn't end at the airport. It continued on set. The Infinite 10 Days isn't just another project. It's a commitment that demands focus, discipline, and emotional depth. And if there's one thing fans have come to understand, it's that he gives everything to his craft. No matter how exhausting the schedule, no matter how intense the spotlight, he keeps moving forward. And that's what makes this moment even more striking. Because in the middle of a demanding journey, in the middle of a schedule that leaves no room to breathe, he crossed paths, however briefly, with a name that still carries weight. Meanwhile, Wang Yibo remains as enigmatic as ever. No explanation, no clarification, just presence. And sometimes, presence is louder than words. So what really happened at Beijing Airport that night? Was it simply timing? A coincidence shaped by two busy schedules crossing paths for a fleeting second? Or was it a moment that meant something more? Even if we may never fully understand it, in a world where every move is watched, every appearance analyzed, sometimes it's the quietest moments that echo the loudest. No script, no stage, no spotlight, just reality. And maybe that's why it feels so real. Because for a brief moment, two worlds aligned again. Not for cameras, not for headlines, but simply because they were there. And now, the question lingers. If a single shared space can create this much emotion, what does it say about the story that still lives in the hearts of millions? Tell me, what did you feel when you saw that moment?